Good morning. I just got ready really quickly. I just threw on a dress and these really cute sandals by Seiko. I just did some earrings and threw my hair up. Got no makeup on. I woke up really late, but I'm about to go meet a friend for brunch. I've actually never met her before. She's an Instagram friend, but we talk all the time on Instagram. I've met a lot of my Instagram friends in real life because everybody's either like in LA or comes to LA at some point. So we go get brunch. So anyway, I'm running late. I just threw this on. I woke up like 10 minutes ago. I gotta go meet her right now. I'm gonna go get Jensen and we're gonna head over. Hi, Bubba Bear. Hi, sweetheart. Good morning. Good morning, Bubba. Ready to go to brunch? No. Hi guys, we just got home. We went to brunch and then we went to my favorite bookstore, Vroman's. We got to meet up with my friend Liz. She's Teach and Transform on Instagram. You should definitely follow her. She's so cool. She's maybe like the, I don't know, like the 6th or 7th person that I've met from Instagram, like not at a big meetup where a bunch of people are there, but just like one-on-one. We got a couple of books actually. Let me show you. I got some things for Jensen. Okay, well the first thing is for myself. Jensen found it, but I was like, I totally need that. A squishable avocado. This is just so cute. I couldn't live without him, so definitely had to get this guy. Hey Jensen, you wanna hold him? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna throw him. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! What else did we get? Oh yeah, this one looked really cool. From the Heart of Africa, a book of wisdom. This book shares the eternal wisdom of the peoples of Africa from Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania. This seems really cool, so we'll definitely be looking through that today. And then, oh yeah, this one is just really cool too. It's a book about Los Angeles. It has really cool illustrations. It's definitely meant for like babies, like there's just a couple of words per page, but I love the art and this will just be a fun one to read to Jensen like before bed. Oh, the author lives in Pasadena. Perfect. You can kind of tell from the book. We also got this one, First Words in Mandarin. Yeah. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. That's a good word for kids to know, stuck. Jensen is stuck a lot. But this one is, I think it's 100 words. Yeah, 100 Mandarin words to learn. Jensen knows a lot more Mandarin than I do. He picks up on it a lot at daycare. So I just thought this would be kind of fun to go through. I wonder if I can find banana. I know that he says banana in Mandarin a lot because they told me at daycare that like sometimes he forgets the English word and he says the Mandarin word. Because to them, like, it's all the same, right? They don't know that they're different languages. I'm really bad with pronunciation, like in Chinese. So like every page has an illustration, the English word, the Chinese character, how you would write it in letters, and then like the pronunciation. So I'm excited to go through this with him. And then this is just cool because so many of my students speak Mandarin, so it'd be cool if I knew like a baby's worth of vocabulary. And now I just have some work to do. I don't always sit here to work. Sometimes I try to go over to my desk, but Jensen's hanging out. I dragged him along with me today for quite a few hours, so we're just kind of relaxing, but I've got a lot of work to do. I just wanted to explain some of the things that I do on a Saturday. I wouldn't necessarily say that I am like a blogger or a YouTuber like for money, but I'm sort of trying to move a little bit more into that arena. I've been doing YouTube for getting close to 5 years now, and I've had a blog since 2013. I just haven't always been consistent with updating it, and I do a lot with Instagram and stuff. And so the cool thing is that I can still interact with people, other teachers mostly, for free. Like you do not have to pay anything to be on YouTube or Instagram or read a blog or anything like that. But there are a lot of companies that would like your eyes, improve like my business skills and my marketing skills, and be able to work with brands and accept payment for doing these kinds of things. So right now I'm doing a sponsored post for the brand 5 Star. Like, they do the notebooks that we all buy anyway, and they've actually done these really cool notebooks, like specifically for interactive note taking and stuff. So I got to try some of them out. I just gave them to my students. I let my students have them. They sponsor me and pay me for a blog post. But last night, and you know, the only time that I can really do most of this stuff. Okay, let me get it in just a second, okay? Because every 5 seconds I get interrupted. Yep, just a minute. It's in the middle of the night, so then I'm trying to figure out, so last night I was trying to figure out my WordPress account plus my domain name that I purchased from GoDaddy. Like, I purchased toocoolformiddleschool.com. I was trying to figure out Google Analytics and how to do a plugin on WordPress, but in order to do that I had to like upgrade my WordPress account, which was free, but then I ended up paying for like a premium account or something, and I was trying to connect it to Google Analytics, and then that wasn't working. So then I tried to do it straight from WordPress, but that required a plugin, and in order to have a plugin you have to have a business account, which costs even more money, so I paid for that. So I'm sure that like all of these things are a good investment, or they can be a good investment, but basically everything that I made from doing a sponsored blog post and more, I paid out yesterday already into like my hub. I don't even know like the terminology for all of this stuff, but just to like get features on my WordPress account. So it costs money to do all of these things, and usually I just buy like, you know, like clothing and stuff like that with my own money, of course, and then like share that on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So like it is a big investment on my part, and I was going to teach summer school over the summer. Well, I just assumed that I would like get picked up for summer school, and then I didn't. So we are on an 11-month contract, so there's always 1 month where I don't get paid, and I usually do summer school or some kind of a summer program, and this year that didn't work out. So I'm trying to see, like, maybe this is a good challenge for myself to see if I can actually work from home and be a little bit more like focused on the social media side of what Too Cool for Middle School is, because it's mostly just me and Jensen and like the things that we do in the classroom, and I do all of that work for free all the time. So I'm wondering if I can be a little bit smarter business-wise and turn that into a little bit of income, like maybe just enough income to cover 1 month out of the year so that I don't always have to do summer school. Oh, your shoe came off. Oh, okay. So just to give you behind the scenes into all that stuff and what I'm trying to do, obviously I never want anything to cost money for you guys out there, but there are businesses, you know, that this is what they do. They have advertising budgets, and hey, I could take a piece of that. So I feel like that's the side of like YouTube and stuff that a lot of people don't talk about, but then none of us ever know how it works, and it's confusing. It's kind of hard. Here, want me to take off your other shoe? Jensen, you have this whole lunch right here. All of this food that I bought you today, you have not eaten.
Shoes.
Oh no.
I want shoes.
No shoes. Do you want some water?
No.
Okay, why don't you... Do you want some orange juice? You want to try this? Oops. why don't you eat the waffle that we got, or the chips, or the cookies, or anything else that I've already given you. And of course, I'm just all about like what is helpful for teachers or helpful for future teachers and teacher moms and just anybody out there that for whatever reason likes to follow my content. So I'm very picky about any brands or like companies or anything that I work with, because normally I don't rely on that money. Like I have a salary from teaching and I just stick with that usually and do most stuff for free. There is another really cool company that I just started like talking with and working with, and as I'm getting to know their stuff more, I'm like, wow, this is really, really good, because it's everything that you guys like and that I like about Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all of these platforms where teachers connect, but it's more specifically for teachers. And I talked about this in my May favorites video, but let me just show you this. This is TeachersConnect. This is the website, and so it's like very well curated, and the people on here are just like very professional and really good with the content that they put up and the way that they just kind of word things. Like, it's a very respectful platform. Like, you don't have any of you know, the kind of more annoying side of like Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. It's very professional, very well done. Like here, I asked a question right here. My school year is quickly coming to a close and I feel like I don't have enough time to fit everything in. What is one thing you would suggest I make sure to do before June 6th? That can be content related or just relationship related. And so people can say like, yeah, I'm feeling that way too. And then they can also give me some answers. So here people have given me feedback about like asking students to share or like make group skits about a memorable lesson. That's a really good idea. Oh, you can provide links to like a teaching channel video. And people here are very encouraging. Like, wow, I'm loving the 2 previous posts. Oh, that's nice. Like, have a moment with each student to kind of like send them off. So this has been a really nice platform just because it's kind of everything I love about Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all that, but just like a little bit more professional. But I like all the platforms though. I'm just kind of on everything. But what I ended up doing actually, is yesterday Friday? Yesterday was Friday, yeah. We did our last circle yesterday in each of my classes, and we just, you know, sat in our circle. We talked about like things we're looking forward to for summer, ways that we grew this year or things that we learned this year, some like favorite moments that we'll never forget from this year. And then I did ask my students for like tips and feedback. And I told them, I don't get my feelings hurt easily. Just tell me some of the things that you really liked about this year that I should like keep doing, or things that you would like me to change for next year, like would have helped you if I had changed it. And I got some really good feedback from them. One whole class, I remember all of them just asked like that I like am more consistent about updating Google Classroom and like posting every day, and like if we have homework, posting that, and then even if we don't have homework, saying that like, okay, tonight there is no homework. Because I didn't really do that. I would only post when there was an assignment to do. Students loved circles. That was something that was pretty much unanimous. Students love vocabulary. That was a pretty unanimous thumbs up as well. They like the videos. They like doing the weekend wrap. So that is encouraging to me because I'm actually presenting this summer on vocabulary and doing like the weekend wrap and incorporating current events into your classroom. So good to know that they actually liked it. They weren't just like going along with me. And then one kid who is from China, he came this year and his English has improved a lot, but I had him for history, so it's not like I really worked on his language skills too much with him. Oh. We're watching the Angry Birds show. It doesn't really have any words or anything. Yeah. It's kind of cute. But what he told me, like in his best English, like it was so cool that like his English has improved so much, but he was saying if you have a new student next year, he was like me, somebody that's new to the country and that's struggling with English, make sure to talk slowly to them and tell them all of the instructions in a really simple way and really slowly. And I mean, of course, I thought I did that, right? Like we always think that we've done those things, but clearly I didn't really do that well enough for him. So I'm so glad that he like had the confidence to speak up and tell me that, and to look out for the students next year who struggle with English and struggle to understand what exactly the directions were. So I'm really gonna be mindful of that next year. Sometimes I avoid doing that just because I don't wanna like call attention to them or make them feel uncomfortable or like single them out in any way. But I can see though that they do appreciate just knowing what to do. They want to do well. They want to do the assignment well, and sometimes they're just not totally clear on the instructions. So anyway, that was really great feedback to hear from them. I thought about doing it in like, you know, having them write me a letter or like fill out a Google form or something like that, but it was nice to just talk, just to hear it in a circle form. And there were things that stood out to me and probably some suggestions that I'll forget, but I think it's fine because the stuff that really sticks with me is probably those things that are going to be important. Okay, well, you know you have, do you want water right here?
No.
Okay. All right, hold on. Hey, want to look at some of these new books that we got? Look. Los Angeles is, let's see, the end. Okay, let's look at another one. Surfing Waves. Bye-bye. Oh, look, there's a donut place on the back. I've seen that place. Fashion Faves. This is cute. Citrus Fruits. Long Commutes. Hey, we live around here. Look, we've been through those tunnels. Let's read more, silly. Canyon Views. Movie Crew. Jensen, look. Late Night Diners, Mod Designers, Healthy Eats, Space Age Feats. What's that? What's that? Cars. House. The end. Ooh. Okay, I'm back. We stopped by Jamba Juice because I just needed some liquid. I'm feeling really dehydrated, and we went to brunch, but of course I really couldn't eat much because I was talking a lot, and then Jensen was not always being cooperative. He's gonna be 2 next week. I was gonna say that it's getting increasingly hard to get things done, but I don't know if that's actually true. It's hard in different ways. Like when he was really, really little, actually I think it was harder to get things done. So anyway, I usually also post quite a bit on Instagram on Saturdays. See, I just posted a picture of myself and Liz when we were at Roman's bookstore. Ah, yes, I was wondering if somebody would comment on this. Here's like the behind the scenes thoughts. Oh, you guys, should I let you into all this? So I posted this cute little picture of me and Liz, and she does so much with social justice education. She worked closely with like Teaching Tolerance and just all these really cool organizations. And one thing that I love about her Instagram is that it's not cutesy. She teaches 4th grade and she gets into like really deep, interesting conversations with them, but she doesn't do a ton of like fluffy worksheets or anything. She's just like pen and paper, thinking, speaking, discussing, and it's great, and I love it. Hi, babe.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, don't spill, please. Hi. How are you? Did you win?
No, lost both.
Lost both.
Yeah, terrible. One of our parents got thrown out.
What? Oh, jeez.
Lionel's dead.
Oh. Okay, my camera died, and then an old friend that I have not talked to in like 2 or 3 years called me, so I was talking to her for a while. Might see her tomorrow. yeah, so, and then my husband came home for just a minute, and then he has to go coach again, so he's kind of in and out on Saturdays. Jensen's still hanging out down there, so yeah, it's been a couple hours, but I think I was talking about Instagram, and I generally, you know, I post all the time on Instagram, but I just like to check up on a few things on the weekends when I have a little bit more time to like reply to comments and stuff like that. So I had posted this picture of Liz and I from Teach and Transform, and I used a hashtag like social justice activist and teaching social justice, and somebody asked if, and they said based on those hashtags, if we were anti-law enforcement, which is like a weird jump that I would never have made. I wouldn't have thought that anybody would like associate those two things in their mind, but one of the things that I really like about Instagram is that it gets me out of my bubble. So, you know, I'm a historian. I spent a lot of time in academia. I live in Southern California. I interact with people in LA that do a lot of social justice work. So a lot of times my bubble is very progressive, and we even have like a certain way of speaking and like certain terms that we use that kind of we think are effective and accurate for what we're doing, but other people don't always understand. So anyway, I like that it exposes me to more people who don't necessarily have the understanding that I do about things like social justice and anti-bias education and stuff like that. So it's good for me to learn to communicate with people that don't have the same like frame of reference as I do. And one of my goals on social media and Instagram is not to cultivate this little crew that all thinks the same way I do and all have the same mission that I do, because a lot of the people doing the same work alongside me, we can encourage each other and we like help to share resources and educate each other and stuff like that. But the people that we really need to be reaching out to and really need to be in community with are people that don't have any understanding of why anti-bias education is important, or why social justice education is important, or how important it is in our schools to give access to everybody. And I feel like I'm just going to be throwing out a bunch of buzzwords if I keep explaining this further, but I need to learn to communicate more effectively with people that you know, that aren't surrounded by that kind of thinking. I love that I'm surrounded by that kind of thinking, but the purpose really is to make it more accessible to more people and not to create this little crew of like social justice educators and nobody else that doesn't use our language can be a part of our crew and a part of what we're doing. I don't want anything to be like that ever. I want it to be as inclusive as possible, and I don't want to ostracize people that don't understand. They may also have bad intentions, I don't know, but I'm gonna assume that they have good intentions and they just don't have a lot of understanding. So that's always something that Instagram provides for me, is just like access to people that think differently than I do, and they write me direct messages and comment on pictures sometimes. Usually it's more of like a direct message thing because maybe they don't always want that kind of stuff out there. So anyway, I was just catching up on a little Instagram. The other thing that I was really excited about today, and then I don't think I'm gonna get to do it today, but there's another person on Instagram that, you know, I find all these people through Instagram, which is great. And let's see, her handle is One That Got Away. Let me look her up. One That Got Away. Rachel Elizabeth Cargill. And she did this amazing training today. Well, I assume it's amazing, on unpacking white feminism. And so I was supposed to live stream this. Let me find the email from her. I was supposed to live stream it, but it was like, you know, her time, New York time, was 2 o'clock, but then for my time, I think that would have been 11 o'clock because it was a live thing, but that's when I was meeting with Liz, and so I wanted to get back here in time, but I didn't. But she's going to make the video available within 24 hours. At first I thought it was just going to be available for, or 48 hours, available for in 48 hours. So at first I thought I needed to watch it like this weekend and then they were gonna take it down, but I think it's gonna be available like maybe Monday. So I bought an online ticket for that. It's nothing that I would share here because she put so much work into it, and there was a cost for tickets either in person or online because she needs to be paid for the work that she's doing. She does a ton of research and presenting. She makes these really cool things called a social syllabi, social syllabi, plural, where she just collects research on different topics. For example, like missing migrant children, that was one of her most recent. And I think like the first place that she started was with the history of white feminism. And this is absolutely something that I need to learn about because yes, I know a lot about feminism, and I think a lot of people would just say feminism, but truly it's very white feminism. Like I know all about Betty Friedan and Gloria Steinem and all these leaders of the feminist movement, but yes, it's a white feminist movement. And I think Angela Davis is somebody that also comes to mind that brings in a little bit of diversity. But the more that I learn about more women of color that have been fighting for equal rights for just beyond women, right? For all genders, for all races, all cultures, and people from everywhere. It's a much more powerful movement. It's a much more authentic movement. And the fact is that a lot of times white women have kind of blocked access for other women to be like the voices in that fight. So it's something that I'm really, really interested in learning more about. And I really trust Rachel Cargill from the interviews that I've heard with her and the things that she posts on Instagram. And I've sent a few messages back and forth with her. So see, this is what I love about social media and how I'm able to connect with so many people and just expand my worldview so much, and it makes me such a better teacher. But again, it's so much work and so much time. I'm gonna spend my whole Saturday replying to emails, working on blog posts. I'm editing a video right now. Here, I'll show you some of my editing. I'm gonna spend all day doing this kind of stuff. Jensen and I probably need to go outside again and go to the park or something at some point. But this takes, I don't even want to add up the amount of hours every week or every month that I spend on like creating resources and putting them out to the world for free, because it might be a little bit depressing, but I love doing this work, and I think that it's worthwhile. So yeah, so right now I'll just show you. I am editing. This is my May favorites video. Whoop. So I'm working on this. I edit in iMovie because that came with my laptop, and so I just kind of split things up. Let me show you one other project that I'm working on, so hopefully this saves. Okay, this is an end of the year video that I'm doing for my students, and I just have a bunch of footage of like fun things that we did throughout the year. Some of it I put into vlogs. Oh, actually this is a Google Hangouts thing. And I need to make a whole nother video about Google Hangouts. I was gonna do that today, but I just absolutely don't have time. I might do it tomorrow instead. But just these are some of the fun things that we did. So I wanna make this and have it ready by Monday so that I can show it to them. So I've been working on this as well, kind of doing two things at once. And then I also need to be working on that Google Hangouts video. I need to like put all of the footage in and then figure out what I need to sit down and like explain like this and how I can put that in. So this is a video I've been thinking about for a long time. I just need to get the time to do it. So maybe tomorrow. Although I just talked to my friend about going out to Pomona and seeing her. So I have to decide friends or YouTube. Oh, okay, I just got a text from her. Yeah, all right, so anyway, and then I need to like clean the house. So I'm sitting for a lot of my Saturday really just doing stuff like this, just kind of social media type work. Hi, Jensen. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
He probably needs to take a nap soon too. Ugh, I cleaned up the living room a little bit. I need to clean the kitchen desperately. And I've been also trying to organize our apartment a little bit. It's a small apartment and we've got a lot of stuff in here. So you know what? One thing that I love to do on Saturdays, actually I really don't mind doing this, is doing the dishes, cleaning up the kitchen a little bit, and listening to one of my favorite podcasts, which is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR. So I think I'm gonna do that right now. Angry Birds? It's almost nap time, my love. Are you getting tired? No. Hi. Were you good at Sunday school today? What did you learn?
They got the piano.
Oh, piggies. Yeah. Who are your friends at Sunday school? Oh no!
Miss Jennifer.
He's turning into a piggy. Oh no, what happened? What color is he now? He's green. He's all green, yeah. Hey, Jensen. Funny. Woo! We love this book, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. You want to read this one? What happened? Let's see. You wouldn't let me finish this one last time. It takes a village to raise a child. Yeah, that is from Nigeria and the Yoruba people. Children are not raised just by their parents. Siblings, grandparents, aunts and uncles, friends, and the larger community all play a role in educating and caring for a child. You must judge a man by the work of his hands. Okay? Okay? Okay. Hi, Jensen. Do not follow the path. Go to where there is no path to begin the trail. No one tests the depths of the water with both feet. Stinker. Where's the one about the monkeys? Ah! Let's see, what's the last one? We never got to the last page. If you're wondering why. Unity is strength. From Uganda. Wisdom is the baobab tree. No one person can embrace it. Okay. If you wish to go fast, go alone. If you wish to go far, go together. I usually wish to go fast. The longest journey starts with a single footstep. That is an African proverb. This is my favorite one. There's always a winner, even in a monkey's beauty contest. Is that funny?